This is the WOWOTO H8 projector, a legendary DLP projector, one of the best you can buy for under $400 on Amazon, GearBest, anywhere online. We're going to do a 3D test, a full unboxing and review, so let's get started. Now, just before we begin, I've got some good news for you, especially for my subscribers. Thank you very much for subscribing and being part of Tech 404. I reached out to me good old friends at GearBest who have agreed again to do an international giveaway for you guys. So we're going to be giving away a Xiaomi smartphone. I'm not going to tell you what phone it is on this video. Details on Saturday. Let's say Saturday. I'll get a video out by then. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you got notification turned on. Or just follow me on Facebook. Links are in the video description. Honestly, after even removing the exterior Amazon box, you're greeted by this. The actual box itself, it's just got an air of quality. When you actually feel the box, it feels like a cotton material. It feels really nice. I've also ordered some 3D DLP link glasses that will actually work with this DLP projector and other 3D capable DLP projectors. We'll test it out. So let's open the box. So upon opening the top cover of the box, you're greeted by a beautifully presented layout. All of the individual cardboard boxes have the WOWOTO logo, and the projector itself is sunk into some really thick, spongy protective foam. Now, I have actually seen this WOWOTO projector in the past. I personally haven't experienced the whole unboxing, so you guys are experiencing this with me, but I know for a fact on the actual back of this instruction book is something really useful. Now, you know, you have to go on to online converters to work out your throw distance. You have to work out where your seating placement. It actually tells you on this chart. So if you're going for a 100-inch screen or something like that, it will work out the width and the height of your screen, and it will also tell you how far you need to be back. So let's see what's in the little box, or box number one. So inside box number one, we're going to get, it's quite, yeah. Okay, so it's your typical what you would expect. I've got the remote control, we'll take a look at that in a moment. Audio video cable, again, it's got the 3.5mm jack on it. And as far as the remote control, this has been a bit of a pain for me because I've tested so many DLP projectors. A good remote is hard to come by. The H96P had the best one because it came with a nano receiver, so it made it really quick. So this one just takes two AAA batteries, but it's got no nano receiver with it. It is infrared. But you know what, so far the buttons feel absolutely fine, but we'll see how it goes. We'll test it when we test the projector. And inside box number two, we get the actual power plug and we get the actual power adapter. Now, if you have a look at the plug, this has got the US-EU plug, whichever one that you actually order, but it does come with various different ones. As far as the actual brick, it's quite a small form factor, so not very bulky, which is good. So I've got a spare power lead lying around with a UK plug, so I've just plugged this into the actual brick, and we're going to see if this thing actually just powers on, because I can't actually read the sign, but there is a little LED light here that shows you it's powered on. Small things about this projector are really beginning to impress me. Now, when you actually look at the top of the projector, you'll see it's just plain white. When you power it on, you'll see the touch control keys that illuminate pop up. I mean, this was like a crowd-funded projector when it first came to market, and you can see that they have actually genuinely thought about the design aspect. Adding furthermore to the actual design aspect of this projector, here you can see the custom design heatsink and that fan, and the noise level from this projector is ridiculously low. Now, when we tested the Y2, it was going up to around 38, maybe even topping out over 40 at this range. Now, if you watch my review on the Y2 projector here on the right, you know that I absolutely love that projector. Yes, it had some faults, no physical buttons, and you know what, there were some other issues as well. But on the H8, you're getting so much more for your money. You get USB 3.0, you get the LAN port, and you know what, the overall build quality is far superior. So to set the projector up, it took me about 15-20 minutes. The screen size that we're going to be testing this projector on is 85 inches, which is about the same as the Y2. So our usual close-up test. Let me just focus this. I'm about 6 inches away with a 35mm lens, and it looks amazing. So let's take a look at the actual main screen. So just to give you an idea of scale, so you know it's exactly the same as the Y2. Yes, this is the official Tech 404 uniform for video tests. I don't know what the hell goes through my mind. So I'm going to focus this all up, and we're going to check out the menu next. So once it's all focused, this is the actual menu screen that you land on, and you can see that you got the plus symbol, so if you want to add some more apps or some different apps that you've downloaded onto your home screen, you can do so. The remote control seems to be working fine. We're going to test out the mouse mode shortly, which is the thing that really annoys me. Within the settings menu, we've got the Wi-Fi. So I've gone ahead and typed in my password, and I'm going to connect this to my 5G home network. And as you can see, it's searching, connected. There you go. So now we're ready to go, and we can actually run YouTube and Netflix and all of that when we get to that stage. Coming back out that, you got the language input, and within the language settings, you can actually change between English, Chinese, German, and Spanish. Now, I don't know if you can actually add any more different languages, but might try that on a later video. You can also change the Android keyboard. We've also got Miracast and recovery mode. Recovery mode if anything should go wrong. Now, the more I use the projector and more I delve into the actual menu of the H8, you can see that under projector settings, I've got keystone, auto keystone, projection mode, auto rotate, aspect ratio, and you can see that if I go plus and minus, you can actually see it works so well. At the moment, I've got auto keystone on, and that's why my image is square. Ignore the twisted image, that's because of the way I'm filming. But you've also got auto keystone. Lost my breath. Currently switched on, but you can switch it on if you want, if you'd manually like to really get that perfect aligned image. You also got projection mode, front or rear. You got auto rotate. Now you can turn that off. You can turn that on if you want, there you go. And you can actually change the aspect ratio. 3 aspect ratios on this. You got 16:9, 16:10, and 4:3. So yeah, a little bit different. You don't usually get the 16:10 on some of the other projector. I don't think we had it on the Y2 either, or the H96P. You got digital zoom as well, so we're at 100%. That's where it will be defaultly set. But as you can see, I'm going to scale it down a little bit so it's easier for me to actually film. So you guys have seen the quality already, so let's make it easier to film. So I'm going to leave it at about 80, 82. Yeah, that'll do. And you can actually horizontally scale the image, and you can also do it vertically. And you've got the, I don't actually know what that is. We're going to try that out in a minute. I think is that power mode? Yeah, power mode. I can't actually read, I've got no glasses on. So you got warm, eco, and you can... There is a noticeable difference, unlike other projectors that I've tested, where you actually select the color temperature and it barely looks like anything's changed. So moving on from there, and if we drop down a level, we got our Ethernet connection, so you can go change whatever settings you want. We also got wallpaper settings, and there is a manual array or pre-installed array of still images, and you can also switch from, instead of still images, you can also set a live wallpaper, and it's got one of my favorite ones. I don't know if you guys remember the old Nexus one, which is about to come up some point now. Now, I love this thing. I used to have this back in the day. Moving on. And the menu options keep coming. Boot setup. You can also go input source setup and no signal auto shutdown. So you can change that to on, off, or maybe even set it to a timer. Dedicated app for software updates. So you can go local update with a flash drive, download it from the actual website, or a system update with this way. But I know for a fact that this projector's got an update because I've just got it out of the box. So I'm going to leave this running in the background. Moving on. And I'm going to answer this question for you. When you actually look within the apps, there's a Kodi app, but it's deactivated. But if you click on it, it will auto start to download and it will install. So we're going to come back to that later just to show you guys it's working. But for now, you can see that it is downloading. So yes, you can have Kodi, if that's the question. So go back onto the home screen, and then we've got settings, not settings, what am I showing you? Let me show you the actual volume. It comes up with this little animation icon, and you can see it going all the way up and all the way down. Along the top right hand corner, you've got the Wi-Fi signal. You've also got a little symbol if the Wi-Fi is connected. If you press the sub-menu button, you can actually pull up image, sound, 3D, power and source, which is this button located on the right hand side of the remote. So here's a sample video test. Enjoy. Now, as for actual testing the projector with my 3D glasses, I've got to say I was absolutely amazed. And it was really good. I didn't actually expect it to be as good as it was. You can do side-by-side 3D left and right, and as you can see from that little scroll menu on the side of the screen, you can do top and bottom. You can actually also convert 2D to 3D, and you can actually convert 3D back down to 2D. So there's quite a lot of options, and if I know it's not going to work, but the 8-man glasses that I've got, on the top of the glasses, if you tap the button, it just refocuses, so it's absolutely brilliant. So I know this is not going to be able to show you guys exactly what I'm seeing, but I'll tell you what, it really is absolutely amazing. It's so clear, but I can imagine that after a while it would probably make you feel sick. But yeah, it's not just a gimmicky feature, it actually works. So guys, that about wraps it up for the WOWOTO H8 review part 1. There will be a second review where we're going to check out how to make it the sharpest it can possibly be. If you're asking me, is this better than the Y2 or LG PH550 or something like that? I don't know, I haven't tested the LG PH550, but this thing is by far the best thing I've tested. Links are in the video description, offer code for it is live, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you for watching.